So today I thought I would talk about a film called Saint Maud. Now this is a British psychological horror that was released in 2020, supposed to release in 2019. Fortunately, the pandemic did push it back, so it was released on the 9th of October in 2020. Initially, I would have done this film as part of my upcoming Indies series, where I talk about films, independent cinema, that has yet to be released, and give you my opinions on what I think the future holds for those kind of films. So, it has already been released. I have not seen the film, I have read a few of the reviews, and I know very little about it. The reason why I've chosen to do this kind of film is because I've got a lot of high hopes for this film. It was produced by Film 4 and the British Film Institute, and it was also distributed by Studio Kino, and that's quite a good lineup, to be honest, because as in terms of independent cinema, you can't really go wrong with those, and they have done some very good ones in the past. And I feel like this is going to be more of one of those disturbing ones rather than just a flat out horror like your obvious Conjuring or Annabelle or anything like that, although I do love those films as well. So it's awesome as well that it was directed by a debutante called Rose Glass. It was written by her as well, so it'd be interesting to see what she does with this one, and also in the future as well, if it does very well. So reading the reviews, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 93%, and I think it's been given quite a decent rating, 6.7, which is above average for a film on IMDb. For a horror film, that is quite good, so I'm looking forward to watching this. So reading a little bit around the film, I know that it is about a person called Maude who is devoutly religious. I think she's Roman Catholic, and she ends up at a nursing home or a care assistant type place, and it does look really creepy, and I feel I'm getting a lot of Exorcist vibes from this film. Personally, I find possession films and films about demons and those kind of films that question religion in quite deep and dark ways are really interesting to me. I was a big fan of The Last Exorcism. So this person, Maude, befriends somebody called Amanda, who is kind of her boss, I think, and takes her under her wing, and a lot of creepy things start happening. The film does get quite disturbing, I've heard, and like I said, it asks a lot of questions about the existence of God and obviously the existence of the devil, because it wouldn't be a very good horror film if it was just about God. Another thing I'd like to say about this film is it was acquired by A24, and like I said, Studio Kino, that kind of combination that owns distribution rights to this film, they usually do get some very good films. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is actually going to be quite a decent film. Toronto International Film Festival is quite good as well, so they usually put out some really decent ones. So unfortunately, that's all I really know about this, because I barely know anything about it. It's about time that an independent horror film came out. I feel like a lot of the films in Hollywood at the moment rely on jump scares and rely on kind of scaring the audience without going anywhere near the storyline, and I feel like this is going to pay more attention to the characters and the kind of psychological thriller side of this as well. Another massive positive, it's a debut director and writer, Rose Glass. Usually they do quite well when it's their first kind of film as well. So if you've seen this film, let me know what you thought of it. If you thought it was bad, if you thought it was good, worth watching, please let me know, and make sure that you subscribe to Steve's Indies. So in the future, I will be covering things like original reviews and also upcoming indies like this one, ones that I haven't seen and are future releases. Anyway, thanks again for watching.